all you have to do is not be that kind of guy who watched the entire video and do shit. One of the biggest mistake that I made in my life was taking admission into a private college. As a kid, I always used to fancy private colleges, but when I took the admission, I realized that this was not something I wanted. Because deep inside, I always knew that my parents are using all their savings in order to pay my tuition fees. And I felt this responsibility on my shoulder to do something about it. So I did what every college student will do. I took my laptop and started researching about how to pay my own college fees. And what result I got? Zero. Sun bata sannata. And at that point I realized that this is not going to be easy. So I did every single thing in my power. I started multiple businesses. I failed multiple businesses. I learned different kind of skills. I wasted money, time, efforts, every single thing into this process. And finally, I was able to pay my college fees. Not only that, I was able to make 5 figures in profit through my agency in the last 4 years. And in this video, I'm going to break down how exactly you can pay your own college fees, how exactly you can make money while being in college. And I have wasted a lot of time, efforts, and money into this process, and I don't want you to do the same. So before even thinking about how exactly I'm going to pay my college fees, the very first thing I did was doing some calculation. How much money do I need in order to pay my 4 year fees of engineering? See, I was studying in Sharda University and they charge you somewhere around 3 lakh rupees every single year. So in 4 year time, I had to pay around 12 lakh rupees as a tuition fees. And I started breaking down this payment. If we divide 12 lakh in 4 years, it's somewhere around 3 lakhs every single month. And if we go to the month wise, it's somewhere around 25,000 per month. And at that time, I was like, how the hell I'm going to make 25,000? Because it was too much money for me as someone who has never earned any kind of money. So I had no idea how the hell I'm going to do it. And if you are also thinking about it, how you are going to earn, believe me, this video will give you the exact roadmap. So don't worry about it, just watch it till the end. Now you have to understand, if you want to make money in college, there are two ways. The very first one is service based business. Now, what is service based business? If I explain to you in simple terms, you offer your services in exchange for your charges. For example, you do website development, you offer websites to the clients and you charge your fees. This is service based business. The second one is product based business, in which you design some product, launch some product into the market, and you sell it online, right? Now, as someone who has failed both of these businesses in last 4 years multiple times, I will highly recommend you to go with service based. Now, there are few reasons for it. With service based business, you need 0 rupees of investment. There is no risk. But with product based business, you need some kind of investment. I'm not saying you need tens of lakh rupees, but at least you need few thousand rupees, 10,000, 50,000, whatever, how big your startup is. You need some initial investment for packaging, for branding, etc. etc. Now, the second thing is, if with service based business, you don't need any social media following or you don't have any distribution problem. But with product based business, there is distribution problem. You think that your product can change the world, right? But the reality is, if no one knows about your product, no one will buy it, because you have zero following on social media. So if you have zero following on social media, you don't have any investor who thinks that your idea can change the world, and they are not ready to, you don't have anybody to invest on your startup. And the third is, you don't have any social media following. If you have none of these, don't go with product based business. Now we are clear that we want to go with service based business. Now I will break it down to you how exactly you can learn the right skills and monetize your services. Now, if you are someone who already have some kind of a skill, maybe you are a website developer, maybe you are a UI UX designer, right? You know Figma, you know how to operate it. So I want you to leverage that thing. You already have that skill. So I want you to master it and start selling it. Now, if you are someone who have no idea, who have no skill, who don't know anything about a skill, I want you to consider these three skills that I'm going to reveal. The very first thing that I want to talk about is ads, right? There are two types of ad that you can go into. The first one is Google ads, the second one is Meta ads. Now, why I have ranked ads as number one? Because see, we are also a Google advertisement agency, and the benefit of offering this service is you can show people, you can show businesses that we are going to double your revenue in X amount of time. And if you double the revenue, obviously, if they are, suppose they are earning the profit of $10,000 through through the ad or through the service that you are offering, so they will have no problem in paying you $2,000 because their business is actually doubling, right? So it's very easy for people to charge, $1,000, $2,000 with advertisement services, because they know that this if these guys can bring me X amount of money, I have no problem in giving these guys X divided by 3 amount of money. If we are bringing them $10,000 of business, we can easily ask them to pay us $2,000, and they will have no hesitation, no doubt about it, because their business is going up, so they have no problem paying the deal, right? So this is the number one skill you can learn, and there are hundreds of videos on YouTube. You just have to type in Google ads, Meta ads. There are hundreds of videos, right? You can watch any one of them and you can start practicing it, right? So this is the number one skill that I wanted to talk about. Now coming to the second skill, which is video editing, and this is one of the most popular thing these days, because everybody needs video editing. I mean, this video also, I have a video editor for it, and I easily pay him some money, good amount of money. So video editing is very popular these days, and you can easily learn Premiere Pro or any software that you want in 1 or 2 months with any course, and you can start editing. And there are certain tools also that you can practice, like DaVinci, etc., etc., that are not that complex. If you can devote 1 month of time, you can easily learn video editing. And the third skill that I want to talk about is social media management or website development. Now these are two more skill that you can consider, because in social media management you have to take care of somebody's social media. You have to post their social media posts, you have to schedule these posts, and also you have to design some posts. You have to on Canva or wherever you want to, but you have to maintain their social media. And with website development, you are already familiar. You can learn any website development software, any WordPress, anything, and then you can take it as a skill. Now these are the three skills that I want you to focus on. If you have no idea, you can choose any one of them. Now the reason why I have kept these skills is, if you observe closely, this is solving a big problem for our clients, right? Either we are taking their revenue up through the ads, or we are taking their revenue up with video editing. If we do better video editing, they will get more leads, and if they get more leads, they will get more business. With social media management, again, if we do great designing, if we do great social media management, they will get more leads for their business or whatever personal brand they are operating on, and from there they will generate more money. So they have no problem in paying us some chunk of money, right? So you should focus on these skills, because they are solving bigger problems, right? Not something like copywriter through, who are replaceable these days. People often go with AI as a copywriter because they know that this can save me money. So don't go in these niches of copywriters and ghostwriters are fine, but copywriters, and there are like thumbnail designers, I mean, there are money, but I will go with these skills because these are more broad, and everybody is charging people like $2,000, $3,000, right? So these are the skills that I want you to focus on. Now you know the skills. Now it's time to monetize these skills, and I know you have a lot of questions about how you can monetize these skills. And to be honest, this video will be too long if I cover everything in this video. So what I have done is made a separate video on it, and also I have prepared a complete talk on how you can monetize your services, how you can get your clients through your skills, and I will link those in description. But in this video, what I will do is give you an overview, detail so that you can take some practical points out of this video. Now, when it comes to monetization, I want to make this very clear, right? If you are someone who don't know how to speak in English, if you are someone who is very hesitated about speaking in English, right, I want you to go with Indian clients, right? Only Indian clients. And if you are someone who can confidently speak in English, I want you to go for foreign clients. Don't work in India. Now both has upsides and downside. Now if you go with Indian clients, they will pay you less, right? For ad management services, they will pay you somewhere around 20,000, 30,000 rupees, right? Maybe 15,000 depending on how big the client is. And if you go for international clients, they can easily pay you $1,000, $2,000 for your advertisement services, management services, right? So every now closing Indian clients is easier as compared to foreign clients because you need a sales skill there. But whatever position you are in, just consider this skill, like going with Indian clients or foreign clients. Now if you need to make 25,000 rupees, now it's very easy. If you can sell, like even if you can close one client in one or two Indian client and one international client, you can make easily 25,000. With foreign clients, we easily charged 1 lakh to 5 lakh rupees every single month from our clients. So you just have to sell to one or two clients, and I have prepared a complete guide on how to do so, on how to do the outreach, on what message you can craft to these people, and I have broken down it to a complete document. So I want you to go through that document, and I want you to go through it multiple times. Watch my other videos on this topic, and I have given a complete breakdown. So that's it for now. And if you can close one client or two client in the next 3 months, you can easily start making the goal, hitting the target of 25,000 rupees per month. And to be honest, it just seems a lot. When you start making money, it's nothing. 25,000 rupees, and you can easily sell people for 25,000. So I wish you the luck for your future. All you have to do is not be that kind of guy who watched the entire video and do shit, right? If you don't take action, nothing is going to help you. I have prepared 30 plus pages document for you guys, and if you don't actually download it and read it, nobody in this world can help you, right? So just take this seriously and go through these documents and learn things and start selling the services. It's fucking easy.